Here is a piece of vocabulary that will save you a lot of confusion later. The unit the compiler actually processes is not a .c file. It is a translation unit, one .c file after preprocessing. That means the file plus everything it included, plus everything those files included, all the way down. We already watched this happen in Chapter 3. 7 lines of hello.c became 812 lines of hello.i, and the compiler proper never saw your 7 lines at all, it saw the 812. That expanded text is the translation unit. It is what gets type-checked, what gets optimized, and what turns into exactly one object file. So a 2-file project looks like this. Main.c plus the headers it includes becomes one translation unit, which becomes main.o. util.c plus the headers it includes becomes a second translation unit, which becomes util.o. Then the linker takes the object files and produces one program. Notice that both translation units include the same headers, and that is fine and completely normal. Each one gets its own copy of the text. Notice also that the compiler runs twice, from scratch, once per unit. There is no shared state between those two runs. That is not an implementation detail you can ignore. It is the whole shape of the C build model, and everything about headers follows from it. And the consequence is the sentence to take away from this lesson. Each translation unit is compiled completely independently. Main.c has no idea what is inside util.c. None. It knows only what its headers told it. If the header says there is a function called compute, taking 2 ints and returning a double, then the compiler believes that and checks your calls against it, and then hands the problem to the linker to find something with that name. Which means if the header and the real definition disagree, the compiler cannot possibly catch it, because it never sees them both at the same time. You find out at link time if you are lucky, and at runtime if you are not. This is the central fact of the C build model, and Chapter 16, on the preprocessor and multi-file projects, is built entirely on top of it.